Alright, good day, hi and welcome. Oh, that poor battery. That was the click of doom. It was the click of doom. That lawnmower's not gonna run. The dandelions are running wild because the battery was dead. It was the click of doom. Yeah, so I'm just on my way to work, and I just thought I'd start the video from here. My poor client wasn't here. I thought maybe she must have just left because it's pretty darn early in the whatever. I was told her I'd stop by before, and if the battery didn't go, she could bring it with her and see if she can get a new one. But all right, nobody coming. Brr. There's one this morning when my dad I asked my dad if there was frost when he woke up, because my dad's like up at the crack of dawn, so well, even just before. No, it was like it was only one, so we dodged the frost, which is good. Oh, the tree. What happened there? That looked like a cut gone bad, or did that just snap? I think it just snapped. This has always been like that, and I just didn't notice. Maybe I didn't notice because there's no, like, when there's no leaves on stuff, you don't notice sometimes, but sometimes when there's leaves on, it's like, oh my god, that tree fell. It's like, it's been like that for 8 years. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's too bad. So I left the battery on the porch, so if she's gonna see it, she's gonna know. It's like, here's the deal, that battery, okay, I asked my client, I said, we didn't take this out of the lawnmower last year, did we? She goes, I never do. I was like, oh, she must go through a battery like every second year or something like that. She's like, no, she goes, usually I charge it up in the spring, and away it goes, right? And I took it home and I charged it up last night, but it looked like on the charger that the charger was doing this thing with the needle. So I was like, it's not taking the charge, right? And so I just wanted to be sure. I didn't bother bringing out my battery tester to test it, but anyway, excuse me. She's like, I said, how old's the battery? She goes, oh, it's probably about 20 years old. She goes, it owes me nothing. But I was just like, what? So whatever they're making that battery out of, that's what they got to make the electric car batteries out of. Watch out for these guys. Now I got to go cut grass. Holy jeez. My nose is cold. I froze yesterday. Holy crap. The good news was there was no flies, but I froze until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was just cold. I had my gloves on, my winter gloves on, while I was working yesterday. Whipper snipping in the cold. Well, what got going on here? The client ain't home yet, so yeah, it's too bad. Mind you, that riding mower is like a dinosaur. It's got to be better part of like 30 years old. Like it's an old machine, but it runs. It throws belts every now and then. Like I'll see the I'll be driving by, because I only work there 1 day a week, which was yesterday. Yesterday was a hard day though. I chainsawing and picking yesterday. So that pick I got it helps me out a lot, but it is very labor intensive to use it. But guys, if you have to remove a sod off of a topsoil and stuff like that, that's the way to do it. Like, shovel works good to remove the stuff, but at least you can tenderize it with the pick. But anyway, after I did all that, like a lot of times I'll be driving by and I'll see the mower just like in the middle, randomly in the field there, like in the yard, and I'm like, must have thrown a belt. So I'll stop in. Did you throw a belt? Yeah, I'll go and put the belt back on. She'll cut a little bit more. Usually the first cut, because it's so long, it usually ends up throwing a belt or a couple of times, right? So it's not hard to put on, but I always got to remember the freaking sequence of how it goes on. I was hoping to hear boom, but we got. I thought, okay, well maybe it could be the ignition connection, right? So I reached in, messed around with the wires, and it's not that, like it's trying to start it. So could be the starting solenoid too, but I just gave that a shake, and it's hard to say. I mean, something that old, like, you know, like I don't have another battery to test it with, right? Because if I put another battery in there and it fires right up, then we know it's the battery, but I don't have one. Otherwise I would, you know, say, here, use this for now. And, but yeah. So Polly and I are gonna cut some grass. Yeah, 4 hours of whippersnipping yesterday. I did a cut with my chainsaw on a stump. I used the big saw, and I did all that pine there last week with it, and I was like, oh, might have to give it a sharpen before I cut, but I cut that so level. I put the level on, it was level both ways. I was like, holy shit, I'm good. Yeah, so my bar and chain on that big saw is good. That's about 22 jobs I've done with that saw. It's definitely, my chainsaws have paid for themselves at least once in a bit. The chainsaws will be paid off this month for sure, and probably about half of or a quarter or a third of the guitar that I bought. Yeah, and I went yesterday. I didn't realize yesterday was May 2-4 weekend. For like the holiday, right? So today I got to go in and see Gary to see about poor Brutus, see if I get him hauled away, see how much I'm going to get for him. That's going to go towards the pole arm chainsaw. The rest I'll just put on the credit card, but that's after I pay. Maybe I'm lucky, I'll have enough money that I'll pay off the chainsaw, or pay off the put a big chunk on the credit card. Like, I gotta put a huge chunk on the credit card this month, but if I have extra cash and I can get rid of 2 trucks, I might have enough to just go out and buy the pole arm chainsaw, right? So no matter what I get for the trucks, they get turned into something that makes me money. And then from there, it's like I'll get the camera next time. I don't know, I might just order one online and, you know, whatever, but I want to pay down my credit card before I order the camera. I'll probably get I want to get a cell phone, like, online. I think that's too much pain. I'd rather just walk in the store, you know, fill out the paperwork and then get it there. But mainly I'm buying it as a camera, you know. But I just need something that has an okay camera. I don't need all the bells and whistles, right? I know the cameras are pretty super right now, but I don't want a plan. Here's the cash, it's mine, leave me alone. You know? Because I can't spend too much on the cell phone, because I want to save some money for a better, like, I want like 3 really good cameras, you know, the cell phone is just because of the convenience of it, and for this type of video blogging it's fine, right? And then I'm probably going to get like a GoPro 13 or something like that as the second camera, and then a really good DSLR, right? Or MSLR, I guess it'd be, the mirrorless digital MDSLR. What do they call the mirrorless cameras now? I should know this. You know, I am a bit of a camera buff. I should know this. But the bottom line is that the cameras are coming. I know it's been, they should have been here. I should have had them about 2 months ago, 3 months ago. But here's the man. Get some lumber. Got a big bad Dodge behind me. Anybody I know? Oh, it's Melissa. Oh, look at that. I wonder where she's off to. Oh, the schoolie bus. See, if that would have been Rock, her husband, he would have passed me. I wonder if she's going to the gas station. I'll say good morning to her. She's got her Tucson too, so it's not just me. Yeah, there, leaf blower. That's what I gotta get. That crew there, they jump out. There's like about 10 of them. They'll stop somewhere. They just jump out and it's just whippersnipping and blowing and raking. Don't know who they are, but they sure do capture a lot of spots around here. That's why, like Paul, I tell him, like, you know, we got to get more guys. Like, there's supposed to be a young lad, but we don't know, like, how reliable he's going to be. Eh? Like, this is why it's always hard to get teenagers to get their first job. It's just like, okay, you want to work today? Oh no, I want to go see my friends and somewhere, and then I can't this weekend. I can't that. You know what I mean? Like, because they don't have no sense of urgency, right? And because, you know, like, they don't have bills to pay and stuff yet. You know? Once you have bills to pay and stuff like that, then it or debts to pay off, whatever, then it's kind of like, even when you want to say no, you say yes. Like, last night after I got home, I was dead tired and I had to move a fridge. Look at that wind! Holy Jesus, the guy with made a chef hat for the carving there. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I gotta go get my provisions.